Welcome. Welcome to this bright day, this sacred space, this community of love. Welcome to this moment of togetherness, old and young, new and familiar. Know yourself valued here, where none of us know the answers, where we know that no one can know all of the answers, but where we are seeking knowledge all the same. I'm going to remind you to please mute or turn off your cell phones. This is a good moment for doing it. And one thing I'd like to try in this, I'm sorry, I should have introduced myself. This is my first time doing this, so please forgive me. Okay. I am Cat Rambo, and my pronouns are they or she. Okay, now all the welcome stuff. But I'd like to, in this service, instead of clapping, doing jazz hands, which is to promote inclusivity for people who have anxiety or sensory sensitivities or hearing impairments. And in fact, I don't know if you know this, jazz hands is the British Sign Language sign for applause. So can I see a round of jazz hands? Oh, see, that's so much cooler than clapping. All right. This is our water service and also our in-gathering. If you are panicked because you forgot to bring water, we actually have some up here for people. And it is time for the chalice lighting. As we light this chalice, may each breath remind us of the sacred rhythm of light, the pulse of creation, and the power we hold to shape the world all around us. I believe that right now we're going to move on to the story for all ages, which is Hey Water by Antoinette Portis. It's all good. This is where I get to use my line about, please be patient with any difficulties and attribute them to the handcrafted artisanal nature of our services. I do have the book and could just read it out. There we go.
Here we go. Can you hear me? No. Sorry. Original
I feel like I should have prepared some patter for this moment.
I
And
totally.
so I apologize for that. So let's just say in inserting lots of really funny, but somehow spiritually deep things at this moment.
And down. Hey Water by Antoinette Portis. Hey Water, I know you. You're all around. You spray up and down. You trickle and gurgle and rush toward the sea. You cover most of the earth, salty, surging, and mysterious. Sometimes you lie quiet and calm, so we can splash and play and yell in you. I stomp in you and scatter droplets everywhere. In the morning, you wink at me from blades of grass. Sometimes you slide down my cheek without a sound. Sometimes you roar and pour. Water, even when you try to fool me, I know you. You blast and huff. You whistle and puff. You hide in the air and drift. You drift in the air and hide the world. Sometimes you freeze hard as a rock that floats. Or a rock we can skate on. Sometimes you freeze soft as a feather and fancier than lace. But water, I know it's you. You're hiding in this funny guy, and you're hiding in me too. Water, you're a part of every living thing. When I'm thirsty, there you are. Hey, water, thank you. If you liked this video and want to
All right, RE moment.
Hello everyone, my name is Megan Sulak. My pronouns are she, her, and I am in charge of the RE moment for today. So, big announcement, this Friday we're having our first intergenerational games night that we haven't had for several months because of other activities. Michael and Lily are excited for hide and seek, maybe euchre. This is for everybody, not just kids and not just families. We want everyone to come and just get to know each other and hang out and play some fun games. Looking ahead to next month, we're going to have our annual Halloween party on October 26th after the service. So get ready, adults and children, to wear your costumes to the service. And then finally, today is an intergenerational service, which means that kids who are older than 3 will stay in the service. Looks like it's just Lily and Michael. And we have watercolor stations set up over here for the kids and the kids at heart to explore your creativity. At any point throughout the service, feel free to wander up, do some art, come back. And at the end of the service, there'll be an opportunity to share the art that you've created with water. But for now, for the little ones who are 3 years of age and under, we have Patricia in the back ready to take them back to the nursery. So we're going to sing them out.
May love surround you with warm, gentle arms. May love surround you and keep you from harm. And may you always continue to grow. May you find friends wherever you go.
Good morning. Our board president, Gail DeSomer, is indisposed this morning, so she is not present, and I am taking her place. My name is Fern Hamlin, and I am the secretary on the Board of Trustees. We're pleased to welcome our guests this morning. We're glad you've chosen to visit our congregation, and we hope that your experience here today will encourage you to join us again. Please talk to the person wearing the mint green scarf, Jim Ward, to learn more about us. Even better, please join us for our potluck after the service. The church is between ministers, so members of the Sunday Service Committee are performing the services. Our goal is to provide high-quality services. Those who perform services are volunteers, so we appreciate a little grace and tolerance. If you have feedback about the service or have ideas for new services, please contact a member of the Sunday Service Committee, yes. There are announcements, as usual, in your order of service. Please take a look at them. And then we have at least one. Okay, we probably have more. Dan, you can start.
So Dan Holm and I have kind of two hats. One is the I'm co-chair with my wife Lois on the art committee, and you may have seen in the hallway some lovely art by Kelsey Trebald, who grew up in this church, and so her exhibit will formally open a week from today. So there'll be an opening and celebration of her art. But please look at it. It's just amazing what she does with pen and ink. Also in the back table, as part of our Peace and Social Justice, 2 weeks from today we have our annual crop walk that we participate in with other churches within the community. And this is really to help with food insecurity, and both locally as well as internationally. And so we hope that we'll have a good turnout to walk. There's a mile walk and there's a 3-mile walk, as well as contributions for the crop walk. So if you need more information or you would like to start making some contributions, we'll have it at the back table. And lastly, and then Barbara Williams is going to tell you about the postcards, which we also will have at the back table. We have some homegrown chard. So if you'd like some homegrown chard, we have some bags of homegrown chard for you if you'd like that at the back table too.
Good morning, I'm Barbara Williams, she, her. I am bringing some postcards. If you're concerned about voter suppression or the future of our democracy, please consider sending some postcards to people in Virginia who this November will be voting for a new governor. Youngkin is term limited, and there are 2 people running at least, and we're concerned that people consider their leaders in Virginia as people who support housing, food, education, civil rights. And so that's the message. So we have registered voters, they're all registered voters, in precincts that are traditionally underrepresented and traditionally are mostly minorities. The list, each package has 20 names, addresses of a registered voter, and the postcards, which are very pretty, are printed by the Center for Common Ground, a series of, or a group of women who are concerned about voter suppression in the area. So you address the postcard and personally write a message that is contained here about food, housing, education, healthcare, civil rights, and then you put a little sticker that tells them where their voting place is, and you remind them to bring their ID, and then you stamp them with postcard stamps, and we mail them from the 15th of September till October 10th, so we're getting into that range right now. If you're interested, we have more packets in the back on the desk where the crop walk information is, and this is being sponsored by the Peace and Justice Committee. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Are there any other announcements to be made? No? Okay, thank you.
If you would rise in body or spirit, we're going to sing hymn number 136, Where Gentle Tides Go Rolling By.
Where gentle tides go rolling by along the salty strand, the colors blend and roll as one together in the sand, and often do the winds entwine to send their distant call, the quiet joys of humankind when love embraces all. Where road and we together rise among the common ground, the mare and stallion, light and dark, have gender in the south. The rainbow side, the blended flood, still held my heart entwined through the quiet joys of what we share when love embraces all. But we have come to plow the tide, the old lies on the ground. I hear the fires in the field, they drive the stallion down. The roses bloom, both light and dark, the winds do seldom cool. The running sands recall the time when love embraces all.
We will now have a reading. This is Rain by Carol Ann Duffy. Then the rain came, like stammered kisses at first on the back of my neck. I unfurried my fist for the rain to caress with its lips. I turned up my face, and water flooded my mouth, baptized my head, and the rain clouds gathered like midnight overhead. And the rain came down like a lover comes to a bed.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Francisco Gomez-Dossi. This is Rivers by Nicholas Gillan. With the Rhine, the Rhone, the Ebro, my eyes are filled. With the Tiber, the Thames, the Volga, the Danube, my eyes are filled. But I know the Plata, and I know the Amazon bathes. But I know the Mississippi, and I know the Magdalena Bays. I know the Almendrades, and I know the San Lorenzo Bays. I know the Orinoco, and I know they bathe. Lands of bitter slime, where my voice blooms in languid jungles chained by bloody roots. America, I drink from your cup, from your tin cup, great rivers of tears. Oh, leave me, leave me, leave me now, close to the water.
Earth, air, fire, and water. Of all of these elements, we humans are water more than anything else, making up 60% of us on the average. Without water, we would not exist, nor would any other life, plant or animal, on this planet, which is itself 70% covered by water. Water shows us that transformation is not death. It changes from liquid to solid, from solid to air, cycling on endlessly. Water shows us the power of effort over time, eroding mountains, carving canyons. Water, like love, like justice, like truth, is powerful and eternal. Today, I invite you to come up and share water along with a moment from your life. Basically, when it's your turn, come up, pick up the mic, add your water, and tell us what it represents. And I'm hoping Francisco will monitor Zoom, and if anybody wants to kind of pour their own water at home, we can do that because I have a jug, which includes last year's water. So if you've forgotten your water, as I said, we've got it here. I will suggest that you keep it to a sentence or two, just in the name of making sure there's enough time for everybody. And remember, there is a potluck afterwards, so try to tantalize people so they'll come find out more about what you were talking about. And I will begin with some water. This is actually rainwater from Seattle, where I spent 20 years of my life, and kind of pouring it in as a gesture to say this is where my home is. So, and if the next person wants to kind of come up.
I'm Barbara Williams. Again, I forgot my water this morning. But this represents water from 3 places that I was this summer. One is Chautauqua Lake, where I spent 9 weeks. The other is from Niagara River at Niagara on the Lake, where I went to the theater festival. And the third is the Avon River, where Stratford is, and that is from Stratford, Ontario. And the issue is all 3 places are in a drought, and the water and the rivers are down so that you can actually see some of the bottoms.
This is from the St. Joseph River near the East Race, and the river also goes right through my neighborhood, so I enjoy it all the time.
I love to cook, which means I spend a lot of time at the kitchen sink, right from the faucet.
I'm John Mitchell, he, him. This water is from Pinhook Lagoon on the northwest side of South Bend. It's near where I have spent a lot of time. It is my neighborhood after all, but it is also a place where I've spent a lot of time walking on the river walk. And, well, that is enough.
This water is from the Leaper Fountain, where Jack and Gary and I were this morning gathering water to share. And this fountain is where I go regularly to breathe, and to be. This fountain has a rock on the ground that says Colin McAllister. And Colin McAllister is a new friend. It's not a new friend. He's passed away. I met his mom, and his mom shared with me the story of him. He died of malaria 6 years ago from Nigeria, from his USAID work. And I go there to honor him now. Thank you. Emily Wetherell.
My name is Bird, she, her, and I brought a spray bottle of water because recently I have been able to rediscover watercolor painting.
My name is Megan, she, her, and this represents water from Swanson Pool, which is the neighborhood pool by where I live. And we ended up having a fun tradition on Tuesday evenings of pizza and pool, where we got together with lots of people, many from this church congregation, and it was just really fun.
I'm Joseph Gress. Some of this water is from a rainbow. One of the things I learned in college was how rainbows are made from light scattering and reflecting off of raindrops. And then I got to teach people about that, and I love doing that.
Francisco, he, him, again. This water is from our creek, the creek that runs in our backyard. It is actually in it's a protected area, basically. The creek is called Spring Creek, and it's just nice to see all the wildlife that goes through the area regularly. It's just beautiful. And it's up by North LaPorte, near, I wouldn't say Wisconsin, sorry, Michigan.
Hello, my name is Autumn. This is water that I saved from the last full moon on Halloween, which I think was 2020. Water is very sacred to me because I am Native American, and we teach that water is indeed life. When you have children, there is water at the very beginning. So we treat it as water brings life, and we have to respect it. And that is what I would like to share.
I'm Lily, she, her, and this is water from Silver Beach, where my mom and brother and I went yesterday.
Hi, I'm Julia, she, her. We've been away for a while, but it's nice to be back. And this is water from our tap in South Bend, and it represents all the time we spent this summer in public parks with our toddler, playing at splash pads, and especially at the Kennedy Park water playground. And I wanted to share it as a sign of my gratitude for South Bend for really preserving these parks for all of our kids to use.
My name is Eli, she, her pronouns. I bought a house this year and I got a reverse osmosis water system installed, and I'm like really, really passionate about it, and I get really excited that I have filtered water right from the tap. And I said this to a friend from USB who came over, and she's like, wow, you're really in your 30s. So apparently these are the things I get excited about. But in all seriousness, it's very good to have a home.
Hello, I'm Chuck. And this water represents water from the Netherlands, where Mary Alice and I spent about a week this past spring. Netherlands is a place where many people live below sea level and have for centuries learned to live with and defend themselves against water and try to make, so there's a very close relationship in that society with water in all of its forms.
This bottle of water probably has some water from my school in it, which is Swanson. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now I have a microphone. This water represents and probably has some water from Swanson Traditional School, which is the school I go to. That's a lot.
Jim Curley, he, him. I am grateful for the water of my tears, tears of joy and gratitude, especially for all of you who helped me with my broken ankle disaster in the first half of the year. Thank you.
Bill Stevens, he, him. This is water from Lake Superior, where Lucy and I visited the Gio family, who has a house on Whitefish Bay, which was built by the family over 30 years ago.
Ben Tovar, he Dave, and this is tap water from my new place. I recently moved, and I take it to represent like amazing new beginnings.
My name is Tasha, she, her. I had my partner drink from this water bottle and myself this morning just to represent our relationship, and we're getting married in November, so just well wishes and hope for the LGBT future.
I'm Angie, he, him. I didn't bring any water with me, but I also went to Silver Beach on Saturday with our friend from out of town, from where we used to live in Ohio, Newark, Ohio. Visited for 3 days, and she never swam in Lake Michigan, only Lake Erie, and so it was really fun to just go there and have fun. And we had the pizza; it was really good.
Hi, everyone. My name is Daniel, he, him, and this is
Rio.
okay. And we are representing our mother and wife also, Katia. And this water represents the salty, healthy water from the seas from the Pacific Ocean, where my wife and Rio's mother grew up, on the Caribbean Ocean. And now for Rio will be the Michigan Lake, which is his ocean because he's huge also.
Hi, Shane, he, him. This is also Halloween Moon Water from Autumn. They are my best friend. We've grown up together since middle school. It represents the small family spiritual coven that I've cultivated, and we have come here looking to grow a bigger spiritual family. Fun fact, my birthday's also on Halloween. So.
I'm Dr. Louise, she, her. This water represents
water from Lake Michigan for the UU Beach Day that we had back in July.
Neil Austin, he, him, they. This water represents the pond and/or seasonal creek water at Lydic Bog, where I go to forest bathe. Lake Michigan water, which I got a chance to go to twice this summer, and also St. Patrick's Park river water.
Would anyone on Zoom like water poured for them? Take that as a no. Okay. All right. So we are actually going to do, I know it says hymn and then offering. We're actually going to switch that and do the offering first and then the hymn. And the offering today is dedicated towards funding our sponsorship of our local NPR station, WVPE. I'm sure you know how well they're doing and how they don't need any support whatsoever, but we thought we'd try. And we want to get a gold sponsorship, which is $1,000. We are already halfway there, so please dig a little deeper if you want to hear our name on NPR. And if you use the QR code in your order of service, it will be marked specifically for that effort. And now our lovely volunteers will come forth and take the offering.
All right, I want to try sort of half improvised impressionist piece, sort of representing some water, so bear with me, I'm still working on this.
That was lovely. All right, so if you would be willing to rise in body or spirit, we are going to sing Peace Like a River, hymn number 100 in the gray hymnal.
Let's reanimate ourselves here a little bit. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got pain like an arrow. I've got pain like an arrow. I've got pain like an arrow in my soul. I've got tears like raindrops. I've got tears like raindrops. I've got tears like raindrops in my soul. I got strength like the mountains. I've got strength like the mountain. I've got strength like the mountain in my soul. One more time. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul.
Well, this has been absolutely lovely, and I would love it if any of the children or other people that are making art would like to come up and share their art with us. Does anybody have a... You're not done yet. Well, Tasha, clearly you have not been working hard. Does anybody want to share? Do you want to just hold something up? Lily, hold yours up. Ooh. Lovely. Michael, did you want to show? No? Okay, fine. Angie's going to. Woo! Oh, let's see yours. Oh, that's beautiful. Will you hold it up? Can you hold it up in the air so people can see it? Oh, everybody's cheering. Okay, that might be my official favorite moment of the day. All right. Well, I'm going to extinguish the chalice. And as I extinguish the flames of our chalice, may its lingering spark be carried in your heart and light your days until we are together again. And if you would rise in body or spirit for our closing covenant, let us at close before we go eat wonderful potluck. All right, all together. Love is the spirit of this church. Service is this law, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. This is our covenant. Go in peace.